Hey Tracie's Place fam, welcome back. Welcome to a video that I'm doing that's near and dear to my heart. I do hauls on different things, of course going shopping and stuff, but going through my mother's house and everything with my siblings has been therapeutic, very therapeutic. And a lot of people have been, emailing me and, messaging me, asking me how am I doing and different things like that, and just thanking me for sharing my mom with them, which it was no problem at all. My pleasure. I just love sharing her and what she stood for and just who she is. So thank you for allowing me to share her with you. But this is something that is very therapeutic, and since a lot of you have said, feels like I know your mom now and stuff like that, I wanted to share this with you. I think it would be even more therapeutic for me, and just talking about her just makes me happy. And just want to share a few of the things that I got from her. Me and my siblings, like I said, we're going through the house after she passed. We have to get it ready for sale and stuff like that. So there is stuff from since before they got married, before my mother and father got married, from when she was little. My mother has stuff just all in the house, tucked away and everything. You might have saw in the vlog to where we had, she opened up one of her cedar chests, or we opened up one of her cedar chests. She had, I think there's two, I know there's two chests. It might be a third one. I think there's, but we went through two. And one was in her room, and then one was in the basement, and just found just treasures of stuff. And not just that, just stuff all over the house, just keepsakes. So me and my siblings and some of the grandkids, we got all the things that were memorable for us, that were touching for us, that made us feel close to her, or whatever. We, got what we wanted. Everybody got what they wanted. And there was so, I just cannot express to y'all how much stuff was there. And we would be, my sister, especially from California, would tell my mother all the time, Mommy, you need to throw some of this stuff away, blah, blah, blah. But she had it tucked and, all nicely hidden away and everything. So hey, we are happy now that she didn't throw everything away, because it was such a joy for us to go through everything that we found of hers and my father's and relatives and just everything. So anyway, I'm gonna stop babbling. I'm gonna show you. This is just a little bit of what I have. I probably need another bedroom for this. And everything that's coming in, my husband's like, oh God, where we gonna put this? Oh my Lord, what? Just like, and so he just be like, So, but what can he say? It's my mom's stuff. So anyway, I'm going to get to sharing some of the things that some of them are clothes and things, some of them are personal, artifacts, jewelry and stuff like that. So anyway, here's my love haul from my mom. All right. First of all, my favorite thing that I got from her, I can't say it's the most important or whatever, but it's just something I had to have. So everything that we found, everybody got a choice of, if it was a connector for us to her or whatever. Whoever felt the most about it was able to get it, or even if you just got to it first. So anyway, this is a bed tray. And this is my favorite thing that I got from my mom. And you can tilt it up. You sit in the bed. You can eat on it, or just, and my husband don't like me to eat in the bed. But anywho, you can do paperwork on it, your bills, read. It has little sections here on the side where you can, put your stuff. Years ago, we used to read magazines and books and stuff. Physical books and stuff, and they'd be tucked here, and she put her bills here and whatever. Anyway, it goes up like this, and it has several different levels of how you can adjust it. So now, it can be up like this or down like that. So anyway, now we can put our tablets on it, or our phones, or our MacBooks, or whatever, and or still read and things like that. Not as many people read as back in the day, but like I said, do your bills on it and everything. So this is my favorite thing from my mom's house. All right, and the next thing that I got from my mom's, which I love as well, is this cute little purse. I love this. This is so, so cute. And it has, it's not leopard print, it's like an animal print or whatever, but it is just darling, if I might say that. Okay, my mother had purses galore. Purses galore. And, you know, we each got, you know, what we wanted, and then some stuff we, you know, had to give to Goodwill, or first we let people come over and pick, like people from her church or her friends and people that were, you know, close to us or to her. Then we gave some stuff to Goodwill and things like that. And after that, there are some things that we're selling at the estate sale. So my auntie, she had a lot of stuff, yeah, just a lot of stuff. That's over at about 8. She was 86 when she passed. So I would say the stuff went back to when she was a good 15, because I think her baptismal her baptismal certificate was in one of those chests, and I think she was like 14. I believe that's the earliest thing that we found, you know, in the house of hers. So yeah, just, oh my goodness. Anyway, in each purse that she had tissue, she had matches, she had, you know, back in the day they didn't have the poo-poo spray and stuff like that. So and my mother did not smoke. So we're guessing this is matches for when you go into the bathroom and stuff. We don't guess, we know. We remember what it was for. But she had tissues in each purse. She had matches in each purse. She had, in this one, she had a little handheld fan. And what else does she have? Bobby pins, ink pens or pencils, mints, and seems like there's something else. But in each purse, we found the same thing. So it's like she lined up all her purses like a little assembly line, and she just, you know, was putting stuff in so she wouldn't have to transfer certain things, I guess, in her purses, so she would never be without. She had safety pins in there, just, you know, in each purse. This one had like, it had to be over 40 some purses, if not more than that. I don't know, but it was a lot of purses. So anyway, but this was so cute. And y'all, the matches that we found were matches from either our weddings or our cousins' weddings or their in-laws' wedding. I mean, the matches went back to like the 60s and 70s. Back in the day, and I don't know if they still do this now, but there were certain things that you bought when you were getting married for the reception, and that's the napkins with your names on it. You got the programs, of course, and matches. And there's some other things too, but matches. Matches was like a standard that you gave away as a souvenir at every wedding, just about. And it had the name of the bride and groom and their date. This one is from my cousin Coretta's wedding. Yes, and my cousin Coretta was 2 years older than me. She passed away about 5 years ago. I think it's been maybe 6 years ago. But yeah, and yeah, just matches. Also, I found her driver's license. These are her driver's license that expired in 2018. In 2018. She was still driving. She had a new license after this, but these expired in 2018. So, yeah, we called her Speedy Lula because she didn't speed a lot, but you had to know her mother, and every now and then my mother would speed. Anyway, my father's badge from where he worked. My father was a machine operator for a pharmaceutical company, and for years and years and years. And I found his badge was in amongst a lot of the, you know, some of the things. So. And next, we have another little purse, very similar to that one. Real cute. This one has fur handles and along the sides, and it has little feet that the purse sits on. So that's real cute. I'm going to try to go fast because it's a lot of stuff. But I also got this leather coat of my mom's. Let's see if I can. And I love that. It has the cuffs at the sleeve. So, and she loved her leather coats. But this one was like a, I think you call it a 3/4 or whatever. It came down mid-thigh. So I love that, of course. Also, there were some things that we had gotten our mother that she didn't wear. I got this for her maybe the year before last, and it's so cute, and she never wore it. She never wore it, and yeah, still got the tags on it. But it has pants to go to it, and they're like little capri pants that kind of come close to your ankle. And so this is like a mint green, and the top is mint green and white, and the pants are white, and the belt is like a tan with the same color green at the tips as an accent. So yeah, Mama didn't wear that, but I don't know. Maybe she hadn't been anywhere. This had to be like 2017. I think I bought this for her. So I guess she just didn't have nowhere to wear to, you know. But yeah, I got that for her. So I got that back, and I'm gonna wear it. All right, another thing that I got, and like I said, this is just doesn't even hardly scratch the surface. There's a lot of things I just can't pull out, but just some cute items. I thought I got this dress from her. This was from her sister's, and some of you that watch all the time may know that I said my mother and her siblings dressed alike when they were little up until they got older. Now, when they got older, they spread out amongst the United States, and because there was 10 of them, 12. But 2 of them died when they were infants or babies, and then so there was 10 living children that grew to old, nice old, ripe, healthy ages, and some of them are still living, some are not. But anyway, their father would buy like a bolt of cloth, and their clothes would be made out of this bolt of cloth, so they all dressed alike. And so on through the years, when they for their different weddings or wedding anniversaries rather. My grandmother's birthdays, we go back to Mississippi for that every year. And what else? Yeah, other occasions, they would dress the same. They would have on the same color. It might not be the exact same suit or the same, but if they would be like, the color's white this year, or the color's pink, we're wearing green, we're wearing blue. And they would all show up, and they'd have on their blue, and they have on, all of them wore hats. My mother, as you know, had a boutique. About 5 of her other sisters had boutiques also. 2 in St. Louis, 1 in Detroit, 1 in Cleveland, and I think that's it. I'm sorry, 3 in St. Louis, 1 in Detroit, and 1 in Cleveland. May has, and I hope I'm not leaving anything out. And then my mom, they have boutiques. So yeah, this was for one of her sister's occasions, and they all had on red, and yeah, this was one of the dresses that she wore. So I have that, and I also have a beautiful red hat that I can wear with this, one of her hats. And next, I got this beautiful gray scarf. So I have to style that with something. Now, everything I saw, of course, was just not my particular style, but I said, oh, I can restyle that and kind of add something new with it. And, this looks a little retro, but it's cute. And it would be cute with some fitted jeans, like the ankle jeans or something like that, or a cute skirt. And, just with some jewelry or whatever, just make it look a little different, cute little purse or something. But yeah, I got that. And this was just not my style, but this is something I bought for her. I bought it for her, and she didn't wear. I bought this for her last year, and she did not wear it. I get this past Christmas, I believe it was, and of course COVID hit after that, and then she was sick after that, and so anyway, I saw this and I got it, and this I'm going to probably just wear around the house when it's chilly, like when the air conditioner is on or whatever. Just as like a jacket robe type thing, just to lounge in. And this, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this, but yeah, this is not my style, but I'm gonna use it, of course. Make me feel close to Mama. Be lounging around in the jacket part anyway. This is another item that I brought home. This I love because we would always buy her stuff for Christmas or birthdays and stuff like that, buy her clothes. But anyway, so this is something for her, and she did wear it. But yeah, I saw it and I was like, oh, I gave that to her. So I'm gonna style it probably with. This is long, and because I don't like. I just think I'm a little bit too mature age to be wearing skinny jeans and stuff. But you can wear something cute and fitted on the bottom, have something loose at the top. That I just like to be covered up, and this would be covering everything. And I just thought that would be cute. Have some maybe some black fitted jeans, and you know, I could do something, a little something with that. Also, you guys, I got a pair of her comfy pajamas, and these are so soft. My sister got her house shoes that match this, but this is like that fleece like material, and it's just so cute, and it's just really really soft. My mother, before she started losing weight and everything, when she got sick, she was not too much bigger than me, so I can still fit it. This is a large, so I can still fit this. So yeah, got that. Cute, cute, cute. And then this I got. This is something cutesy. I guess I don't know when she had this. This little satin pajama bottoms and this cute little lacy top. Guess she had this before Dave passed on. That's my daddy. But I got that. I said, oh, that's cute. That's cute. So yeah, that's really cute. So I grabbed that. And this is like a dashiki type of thing, but it's a long dress. Comes down to about my ankles or a little below, and you know, floor length. And I can lounge in that. Now this was from the 70s, but you know, stuff come back in style and everything. And regardless, it's just something, you know, of my mom's, and I like it. And just will make me feel close to her. So it's a little lounge dress for around the house. Also, got a few of these little things. This I think she sold at her shop. She had a boutique for 25 years. She just closed it up in 2014, where she made and sold beautiful like church hats, fancy church hats, purses, and suits, you know, like the church ladies wear, the first ladies and stuff like that. She sold things like that in her shop, and it was very, very popular, and she was known as the hat lady, you know, in our city. So anyway, because her shop was called Head Fashion by Lula. And anyway, she sold all types of things. So this was a little accessory. I think she had, yeah, she did sell this at her shop, because it said she crossed it down and she put it on sale for $3. It is one of those turbans to wear on your head at nighttime. One of those like satin turbans. So yeah, I got that. That was still new and in the pack. And I got this, and it's like a stole. And it has her initials on it, and I don't know what it's from, but it has her initials, LMW. And so I don't know what she wore this with, but yeah, I got that. And she had a leopard print scarf here, and gloves to match. Too cute. Yes, she was a fashionista sometimes. So yeah, she had that. And then this was a like tiger stripe scarf. So I have that. And then these gloves. Got these gloves that I can wear with the leather jacket or leather coat from her. Oh, I won't have on this big watch with it, but these are those fashion gloves that ladies wore. So those are so cute. Love those. Also, these had to be from the 60s, I think. But she had a lot of little handkerchiefs too. Now she made fancy handkerchiefs for her boutique. She made them. She sold them on her machine. But they were handkerchiefs, the skirt or the lap handkerchiefs, that if you were sitting on the front row, or you just whatever, it went with your outfit at church or wherever fancy you were going. She made those, and it had lace all around. This is not one of them. I wish I had one to show. but they were just beautiful. They had lace all around and it was solid in the middle, and then lace all around, you know, the handkerchief. They were beautiful. But anyway, this is something personal of hers, and it was in her drawer, and I think it's from like the 60s. But yeah. And then I have this handkerchief, this kind of, I should call it like embroidered with flowers. Let's see, this has a little string hanging off of it. But yeah, a little flower embroidered handkerchief. So dainty and cute. And then my mama had this little black book. I don't know what this was all about. No, it didn't have nothing in it though. But yeah. Oh yes it does. Yes it does. Back here in the back. 1 Peter 4:8. A scripture about charity. And a couple other things on one page, and that's it. So I guess she was meaning to use this. But yeah, got a little black book. Also, you guys, she had purses galore, like I said. Now this, it might not look like the cutest thing to y'all, but this was when I saw this. I was with her when she bought this. I was with her when she bought this. And this is like, she was going somewhere on the plane and she needed like a big purse carry-all. This had to be in like 2008 or something like that. I think I was pregnant with Isaiah or something. And it's been a long time, but she got this and I wanted one. She had picked it up. She's like, oh, she's so excited about it. I didn't tell her because I think this was the only one. And I didn't even say nothing about it. I was just like, I like that. And she was like, maybe when I get done, I'll give it to you. So I'm getting it now. But yeah, this big old purse. You can use this as a carry-on bag or just, you know, if you like big purses. But it is so cute. It has so many compartments. And I fell in love with it. And it has another little bag on the inside that you can put stuff in. And yeah, it's padded too, so you can put your, if you got an iPad or whatever, you need to take it on the plane, and it just has a lot of compartments in it, and I just love that. I just really, really love that bag. And also, I got her Michael Kors. This is heavy too. I got her little Michael Kors purse or gold bag, so see what I can put that or pair that with. And I got this Liz Claiborne purse of hers. And like I said, my sister's got other things, just as nice things as I did. And this is just a little something. It's not even all of what I brought home from her. But nice little Liz Claiborne bag, leather with gold accents on it. And I got this little swanky bag, and I believe this was at her shop because it has a tag on the bag, and it is so cute. So I have some when I go out somewhere fancy after dinner with the hubby or to some event. I'll have something silver hang on my shoulder. But also I got this. This is so cute. This is so cute. This is like, it's a clutch with a little handle on it, but oh, it has a strap in there too. But this is some little chic little handbag that she has. It's slender, and it'd be very cute with something black or purple. Yeah, but that is too cute. I said, go on, mama. And then this is kind of retro, but she was selling this in her shop, so this has never been used by her, but this cute little clutch. Very cute. And my sister's got one. There was a brown one. It was real pretty. I think a black or navy blue one. But, you know, when you're going out and about, somewhere fancy or whatever, you want a little clutch purse. Because clutches are coming back. And so, yeah. Also, I got her big, pretty, and she had many robes and loungewear, but just cute leopard robe. So I got that. And I got the house shoes to go to it. And these look brand new. She didn't wear them around too often, I don't think, but those are so cute. And this, the infamous rat tail comb. Now this was a comb that she had in her purse when I was little. My siblings said she had a different comb for them, because one of my sisters was like, I remember she had a different comb for me. But this comb she would have in her purse if we got out somewhere and we was acting up when we was little. Like, especially I remember this at church. Hands down, church all the time. I was not a bad child, but we were in church a lot. I mean, a lot. My mother did so many things at church. Sunday school teacher, usher board, over this program, you know, part of the ways and means, and the but just everything, you know, helping in the kitchen, just everything. She did everything. And we was at church all the time. So, you know, a child can get restless at church. But I remember being in Bible study, or, you know, when the preaching was going on, and I would be, this is like 4 or 5 years of age or whatever, and I'd be down looking through the hymnal book, or either she been and gave me something to color with or something like that. And I'd be down, I'd be making too much noise, or if I was talking or just whatever. And if I did it too much, she'd bring out this rat tail comb and she'd bite this. When my mother got mad, she didn't yell. She was a calm person. But when she got upset, you knew it, because she would bite the side of her lip like this, and she started talking like this, and you gonna get yourself over there and you sit your behind down. And we straightened up, you know. Oh my goodness, that was hilarious. Hilarious. To think back on it, it's hilarious. But yeah, I got popped a few times with this here rat tail comb. Yes. All right, on to a few other things. I have this cute little umbrella. I've always wanted one of these too. That is so cute. So I got that. Also, I think these were some unfinished hats that, because my father used to help her after he retired from his job. He used to go up to her shop. You know how retired husbands, you know, sometimes at first they just don't have nothing to do. But he ended up going to the shop, and we always called him her employee. And he would go to the shop and help her. And he would block her hats out for her. So these are unfinished hats. They don't have any decoration or anything. They're just, you know, were put on the block and shaped and everything. And so yeah, I'm going to use this as some like shabby chic wear, you know, kind of style it like that. So this is black and this one is brown. And of course, you all probably saw, I think, on one of the vlogs after she passed away, I showed some of the fancy hats that I brought home from her. And this is like a, I forget what you call this, some kind of tam type hat. But I will probably take this off, because, I mean, it's cute, but it's not cute for me. But, yeah, I'm going to take this off. I think this is one of her personal hats, because it doesn't have a tag or anything in it. So I don't think this is not anything she sold. This is something she wore back in the day, I think. So that's that. Also, this was something my mother used to wear like in the 70s, probably the 60s, but I wasn't born until 1970. But I used to remember her wearing, this is one of her little accent pieces she kind of wore often. But I remember this, and so when I saw it, I got it. And yeah, love that little necklace. Also, this cute little rose gold bracelet of hers I got. And if she wore it, she didn't wear it often. I also have some jewelry from her back in the day. I remember this in her jewelry box from the 70s. So, of course, I wanted it. And let me take this off. And my mother never got her ears pierced. My mother never got her ears pierced. So she had all clip-ons. I think there was one pair of pierced, and she might have been planning to buy those and give them to somebody. But that is so cute. And she had the clip-ons to match. And I will somehow wear those clip-ons. I don't like clip-ons because they start hurting after a while. But my sister said you just have to adjust them. You have to adjust them. You can adjust them. I did not know that. But they used to pinch my ears all the time. And I won't go through all of this, but she had a lot of different brooches and different things. Pretty brooches and, oh, from back in the day. And, oh, y'all, her wedding rings. I'm about to put these in my jewelry box. All the stuff that is in the family room. All the stuff that I brought in is like in the family room. And there's one box in the living room. And it's like just a pile of stuff. And when I would come home every day from my mom's, because we were finding stuff every day, and everybody would be, you know, getting their stuff together, what they were going to take. And I would bring it home, and it's just right in the family room. Because I don't have anywhere to put it right now. Our house is full. So I don't have anywhere to put it, so I'm going to have to find somewhere to, you know, to put mama's stuff. So anyway, these are her wedding rings. These are her wedding rings. I'll see if I can adjust the camera to get a close grip. But these are her wedding rings. And we saw the receipt for my father's wedding ring. His or hers. I think it was the one she bought for my father in 1954. And was it 1954 they got married? 54, I think they got married in 1954. And there was a receipt. She kept everything, y'all, everything. So, yeah. Her wedding rings. And my father, his band, I don't know where that is. We couldn't find that. And if it's probably been long ago, because after he got older, my father had thick hands. So after he got older, he probably didn't wear them too much. So we didn't see his wedding band. But anyway, this is a brooch, and these are earrings. The other earring is in this bag. But it's just, you know, all that, oh, beautiful old jewelry. These are earrings. This is another brooch. So she was big into brooches and those long necklaces with pendants on them or whatever. Just beautiful. So, okay, that's that. Moving on to another special item. I have my mother's Bible. And I should say one of her Bibles. I spoke at her funeral, but one of the things I spoke about was how I always saw my mother praying on her knees at the side of her bed. It wasn't just always at nighttime, but of course, and I remember her, you know, nightly prayers. It's like when Mama prayed, it was like, and you see she'd be on the side of her knee, just, you know, praying. And but anyway, she had a lot of Bibles, and she had commentaries because she taught Sunday school, and she just that. But she studied. She was a Bible studier. I won't say a scholar now. She wasn't an evangelist or nothing like that. You don't have to be. I'm not saying that, you know, a lay person is any different from a, but she studied her Bible, and she sought to live a Christian life, and she did. My mother was so kind, so nice. You know, because we knew her personally. We knew her personally, and she was not a yell. Me and my sister always say, you know, because we can fuss. And we didn't get it from her. She did not yell. You know, she would get upset and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, but she was not a yeller. She was just calm and just sweet and stuff. And me and my one sister, and my oldest sister has a more calm demeanor like my mother. And she can get fiery, but she has a more of a calm demeanor like my mother. Me and my sister in California, we have a lot of our father's personality. We laugh super loud, very expressive, and, you know, stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, I have her Bible. This is the last Bible. I won't say the last one, but she used this as of late the most. And it has all this stuff in there. you know. And then I have also three more of her other Bibles. My sister got some, and they are underlined. It's like she has so many Bibles, but she's used them. She used them. They wasn't just sitting around looking pretty. There was one that was sitting around looking pretty, and we put that in the estate sale because the price on it was like $89. It was a Bible that has 26 translations, or was from 26 translations, and we were looking at each other like, no, I'm not gonna use that. But it was one. It was in pristine condition, so she really didn't use that much. That's probably just one that she just wanted, I guess. But she had, pages folded, and a used Bible is a good Bible, but she has notes and all that stuff. And then she has some other Bibles from years back that are marked up even the more, just outlined and all that. But to me, that's just a studier's Bible. If you marked it up and you write notes and things like that, and my mother sought to live, like I said, a Christian life. So anyway, I have her Bible. So this is my prized possession. And I have three other Bibles I haven't brought home yet. They're still at her house, but they're mine. And they have a lot more notes than even this one does. A lot more underlining and stuff she wanted to remember or whatever. All right. Anyway, getting crowded here. I'm almost done. Oh, this is a camera. This is for Isaiah because Isaiah's into photography, and he wanted a Polaroid. But my mother had cameras galore. My mother took pictures all the time. My mother had over 90 photo album books. Yes, I'm not joking. I don't know if I ever took a picture of them and put them in the vlog, but y'all can't see this. But this is a shelf. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's tall. It's like 6 feet tall shelf with 6 shelves. And my mother had one. I think hers had 6 shelves, but they were full of photo album books. We have memories, y'all, from the 40s and 50s, I would say. I don't think she has any earlier than the 40s, but she was born in 1933. So she has, from when she got grown and older, she probably had some kind of photograph she had found at her mom's house or something, but y'all, she had over 90 photo album books filled with pictures, and my mother would write where they were from, where we were at, what the date, the year, all of that. Vacations, family reunions, at people's houses, our new houses. She would come, she photographed our new house. My best friend from childhood, we went over there one day for her baby shower, and she took pictures of her whole and for my friends' weddings, our relatives' weddings, just everything. We have, y'all, and it's just a treasure. It is just a treasure. So anyway, she had cameras galore, and this is one of her Polaroid cameras from back in the 60s or 70s. So anyway, that's for Isaiah. And also, I don't know if you saw in the vlog, but Isaiah has her car. He's the baby grandchild. There's other great-grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren that's younger, but Isaiah is the last grandchild. Isaiah was born in 2004. My father died 2.5 months before Isaiah was born, and that just hurt my heart. He never got a chance to meet him, but Isaiah looks like my father, just like my father. He's a dark-skinned Dave, we always call him, and he looks like my father. He's left-handed like my father. Nobody else in our family, the grandchildren, the children, my mom. Isaiah's the only left-handed one. He has some of his characteristics, but just as far as his attitude, but he's developing such a sense of humor too. And my father was a funny man. And but yeah, he looks like my dad, and it's just funny. It's just odd. He just reminds us a lot of my dad. When my father passed away, my father also passed away in his sleep. And when I was there, before they took him away, I got a chance to get to my mom's house and dad's house. And you know, before they came to take him away, and you know, I was holding his hand and all of that, and their friends, a couple that were their good friends, was like, "Don't touch his hand, don't touch him, don't." They was put. My mother was fine with it, but it was just, you know, my this couple, dear friend of ours. She was like an auntie to us all these years, but she was just, you know, certain people are certain superstitious or whatever. But she was like, "Don't touch him, don't," you know. And I was just, you know, caution to the wind. Wasn't nobody thinking about that. You know, I was holding his hand, I was crying, and you know, all of that. And they was like, "That rubbed off on that baby." But yeah, he's the only left-handed one, and he looks just like my father. And it is hilarious. But we so hate that he did not get a chance to meet my father. On to a couple of personal belongings, and then I'm going to get through with this. Personal belongings. My mother kept everything. This is my cup. I didn't even remember I had this. This is my cup from when I graduated. It has my name on it. It's silver trimmed at the top. Has our emblem from my high school and the year I graduated. All the graduates here. She has my invitation for my graduation from high school. She has my diploma. I think I saw my diploma at her house. All of my awards from when I was little to when I graduated. Oh my God, this is a cup from my elementary school. This is a cup from my college. Now, I should have this. I don't know how she got it. My sisters was like, there was some stuff at my mama's house. They don't know how she got it. But mama had everything. She had stuff from when Reese was little. She had Reese's feet print or something, and something else. It was like, how mama have all this stuff? She had stuff from my oldest son, his report cards, and his. I'm like, oh my goodness. I don't know if we had just left it there, or we don't know, but mama had everything. So this is from my college. She has that. She cut out an article in the newspaper. This is an African American, a black doctor in our city. Best doctor this side of heaven, I tell you. He delivered Jordan and Jalen. He retired right before Isaiah was born. You talking about hurt? My feelings was hurt. Very distinguished man, nicest man, Christian man, awesome man. Everybody loved him. Everybody was trying to go to Dr. Nelson to have their baby delivered, but just a distinguished man. He's still living. But anyway, my mother had found an article about him and cut that out. Oh, that's another piece of jewelry, very pretty. So I got that. This is Bella Perlina. So I have that. A book about our city from back in the day. Oh my goodness, this is some good reading. So I got that. I was so happy to find that. Matches from me and my husband's wedding. I tell you, she had matches galore. She had, I mean, everybody, the grandkids, my siblings, we got a lot of matches. Because from everybody's wedding, whether it was ours or our cousins, in-laws, what have you, she would grab up a lot of matches off the cake table. And she had napkins, the napkins with the name on it, from everybody. So a lot of our cousins, we told them, look, mama, guys, you still got your napkins, still got your matches. But yes, okay. This was my handprint from, I think this is kindergarten. It's 1975. My handprint, and I won't go through everything in here, but this is an envelope. It says Happy 50th Anniversary for Mama and Daddy. Now my father died 2 months before their 50th wedding anniversary. They were going to have a big party, big celebration, and everything. He passed away unexpectedly. He was sick, but we didn't expect. He was still up and around and doing fine. He was on dialysis. But, yeah, he died 2 weeks before their 50th wedding anniversary. And that was just, And, anyway, Isaiah had just been born. Their anniversary, I think, is December the 14th. Isaiah was born on December 10th. So, my sister and my niece, you know, a lot of grandkids, and my sister and her husband, they took mama out for dinner. that night, you know, on their anniversary, and they stopped by here because I had just had Isaiah, and we were at home, and they brought Mama by for a little while, and she came up in the room where I was, and I gave her this. It has a picture of her and my father in it when they were teenagers, and I gave her this, and I sent her flowers on that day, and sent her some roses and stuff on that day, and it came to her house, and if they were from him, and basically saying he's sorry, you know, he didn't make it till their 50th, you know, it's just something like that. It wasn't from him, but it was something I could imagine him saying. So I sent that to her, and I tell y'all, oh my goodness. So anyway, and just saying how much he loved her, and it touched her so much. So, and anyway, I wrote this to Mama, just as a comfort to her, and it says, things I'll always remember about Daddy. And it says, number one, rocking me, in parentheses says, shaking me to sleep, Indian style, and humming. All of my siblings have that same memory because that's what my father would do. From when we were babies up until I guess we were older toddlers. He would rock us sitting Indian style. He always sat Indian style. He was a floor sitter for some reason. And he would go, we would be crying. He'd go, the louder we cried, the louder he hummed. Hey, next thing we know, we were shaking to sleep. But we luckily didn't have baby shaking syndrome, or you know what that is. Oh my goodness, he would just be shaking and rocking us, and all you could do was cry and fall asleep. So, and then taking a bath and tied and washing his hair in it too. We don't know why he did that, but sometimes, not all the time, but anyway, he sometimes would take a bath and tied. That's just one of the country things, I guess. I don't know. Third thing was the sound of Daddy's hair being combed, because he had some coarse hair. And so, let's see, the loudness of Daddy's voice and his laughter. Getting scolded or being read my rights by Daddy, especially if I was being disobedient to Mama. Oh, he would let me have it. You wasn't not to his wife. You wasn't gonna be So let's see. I remember the way he said grace at family dinners, and how he said he would rather. Oh, he had been diagnosed with cancer. This was sometime in the late 90s, and after he had gotten better and everything, he led this one prayer one time, and he was saying how thankful he was that it was him that got it, and he thanked the Lord that, you know, if anything was to happen, he was thankful it happened to him and none of his children. You were talking about folk were around there boo-hooing and crying and going on. My father was a crier. My mother was not, but my father was very expressive, and he would cry to drop. He was a man's man now. He was a manly man. But he was very expressive, and he would cry real easy. My mama would not. But yeah, he would. Oh, I remember that prayer. He was saying he's so glad that it didn't happen to one of us, but he's glad that it happened to him. So anyway, I remember being thrown down in the van, sometimes on purpose, sometimes not. My father drove vans, and he had this. The first van he had customized it himself, put carpet in it, the table in the back with the U-shaped seat, and all that. And he had the fun pleasure of throwing, it was a side bench also behind the driver's seat. He would hit on brakes real hard and throw us forward. We go tumbling to the front of the van or on the floor. And he liked to do this up till we got grown. The grandkids, you know, our kids and stuff, he loved doing that, and nobody got hurt, but he loved throwing us off the seat in the van. Let's see, taking many trips in the brown van and the white van. He had 3 vans. One was a work van, and 2 were like travel vans and just his vans. The white one was one that was professionally, that he bought it customized. It was really nice. Let's see, sitting on his lap and driving in the black ball. That was a car, one of his favorite cars. It was tough, y'all. It was nice. It was a black Bonneville, Pontiac Bonneville. And that was when they were long and lean. And oh my goodness, it was black with silver trim. And when I was like 2, well, no, not 2. I'm sorry. When I was about, it had to be about 5, 4 and 5. I know it was early, but he would let me sit on his lap and drive down. I remember this street called Dale Road, off of R Street, and he would let me. He was just sit and hold the wheel, and I learned how to drive early, y'all. I really did. And I couldn't reach the paddles at that time, but later when I could reach the paddles, he taught me how to drive. So I wasn't driving around on the streets by myself or nothing, but you know, he taught me how to drive. He loved doing stuff with us. We remember how he loved us. Oh my goodness, and that's precious. A father's love, a mother's love, and of course, remember, you know, how our mom loved us. But our father, he was a proud daddy, I tell you. Let's see, letting me drive down the dirt roads in Mississippi, rocks kicking up in the back and everything. I remember that. Sitting and watching family discussions with his siblings in Cleveland. My father and some of his siblings, they could fuss and argue, but they'd be fine the next 10 minutes. They had heated family discussions, we would say, and we as little kids, we'd be laughing and just watching those stuff. But it was never nothing ugly, never nothing mean, but we remember those discussions. It'd be political, it'd be, you know, whatever. They talk about everything. Let's see, how much fun we all had going out to functions and buffets as family and our family vacation trips. I remember how we had the best times at Mama and Daddy's for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and barbecues, laughing, joking. Did I say laughing? Daddy doing everything with us, riding rides at Kings Island, playing the playing the fart game in the van. Yes, he did that with the grandkids and stuff. He was just a fun person. He was just fun. Let's see. And you being by his side. This was my letter to my mother. I remember, you know, her being by his side in everything and also laughing at us when he'd be acting up. And then being loved by the best parents on this side of heaven. Love, Tracie. So I gave that to her on their 50th wedding anniversary. And then this, I found of her, this was when somebody else passed. She wrote this, you know, her grieving period. It says, God's gift of life. And this is in her writing. So she wrote this. We all need a time to grieve, quiet time for reflection, to sift through memories and come to grips with what has happened. We all need time for tears, not for the one who is at peace now We all need time for tears, not for the one who is now at peace in heaven, but for ourselves, as we realize that things will never be the same. We all need a time to just be, when we can open ourselves to God and let the reassurance of his everlasting love start to heal our broken heart. Wow, a prayer for you, and I wish you peace. So, yeah, she wrote that, I guess, either to somebody or for herself. Maybe to somebody, I don't know, but she has it, so it's for her too, I guess. So this is something I made for her at camp when I was about 7 years old. This is Jordan, my oldest son, and her. Something he wrote. I see my grandma in the house with me. So she kept everything. She was a volunteer. Her and my father volunteered at the grandkids and great-grandkids schools. They were very involved. Parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, and they had great-great-grandchildren. My father did not live to see the great-great-grandchildren, though. Yeah. So, anyway, my report cards, awards, books that I wrote, pictures. This is my, like, announcements, me and Chris's announcement when we got married. We sent it out as a holiday card to people, just kind of announcing that we were getting married and stuff, and she has that. She has a little letter I wrote. I read this at my grandfather's funeral, Both of my biological grandfathers had passed on before I was born, but my grandmother remarried, and he was my grandfather. He was my step-grandfather, but he was my grandfather. I loved him. He was the only grandfather I knew, and he was there before I was born. That was my grandfather. He was a good grandfather, too. You would never know, I wasn't his. Or, me and my siblings or whatever. He was awesome. But anyway, she kept that in my handwriting and everything. She kept that. I read this at his funeral. Let's see. Her graduation picture. This is her high school graduation picture. And just so many things. So many things. My junior high yearbook. My high school yearbook is somewhere downstairs in a box. So anyway, like I said, I couldn't bring everything up. And so this is just for me and my relatives. I'll let my relatives know. They can watch this, of course. And so this is just something therapeutic for me and just something to share with the people who wanted to know more about her. And yeah, so thank you all for asking about her and saying the nice things that you did about her. I appreciate that. Me and my family appreciate that. So that's why I wanted to share this with my YouTube family. So yeah, I think that's about everything. About everything she had. My mother kept also cards on hand for when she would have to give things away. So we all got some of that. And this is my grandmother, my father's mother's little, bookmark. And it has like a little obituary on here. And then this is a little bookmark type thing from my father's when he passed. She has a little clipping of the newspaper article when he passed away. And she has it on there. So yeah, that is everything that I'm going to share. And then I have plenty more skillets and pots and a couple of things right here. I'm just not going to pull out because the video is too long. But fancy serving utensils like from the 40s. My mother and them used to have parties, y'all. Not parties like we know today. They had elegant type parties. And that you had to dress up to come to. And my mother had 10 siblings. My father had 12. That was in their family. They got together, they have Christmas parties. They'd invite people, extended family and stuff. My mother would have parties for the usher board because she was over the usher board and stuff. They would have an usher board Christmas party and it'd be at our house in our basement. And they'd dress up and come over, and all the couples would come over, and they'd play Christmas music, good old Christmas music from like the 70s and 80s, the Temptations and all of that stuff, and have their food on platters, and just all that stuff. Oh my goodness, you talking about memories. Oh, one more thing. This is not from my mother. This is from my father. She had some of his stuff still in the closet. She had given away a lot of his stuff when he died, but she kept a lot of stuff too. This is one of his hats. My brother got, I think, a few of his hats too. But I wanted this one. My brother didn't want this one. Didn't want this gray one, but I liked it and I love it. I think it's called a fedora. I think it's a fedora. But yeah, got my daddy's hat, so I'll be sporting this in the wintertime. But yeah, anyway, thanks for joining me. And again, thank you for letting me share and for asking. And I love you all. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time right back here on Tracie's Place. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Share this video if you want to. And also subscribe. Love for you to subscribe here at Tracie's Place. All right, be blessed.